Well, country star Jimmy Wayne walked halfway across America a few years ago, raising awareness for children who age out of the foster care system. The book he wrote about his journey became a bestseller, and now a new children's book looks at the special relationship that happened along the way. Ruby the Foster Dog is about the puppy that Jimmy adopted on his cross-country trip, and it's inspired some new music as well. What a cute dog Ruby is right there, and we are so glad to have you with us today.
Thank you so much. I'm doing great.
This is so fun. What made you decide you wanted to write a children's book?
Well, when I returned from the walk halfway across America, I wrote Walk to Beautiful, which has been on the New York Times list 3 times. And I wanted to write something that I felt like, you know, children could read, because Walk to Beautiful is a little gritty.
Yeah.
And it's a great book. Wrote it with Ken Abraham, but Ruby the Foster Dog is a children's book, and it's funny.
Yes.
It tells the story about, Ruby tells the story about, you know, being in a shelter, being adopted and loved unconditionally. With this book, Ruby the Foster Dog, we've also released a companion piece, which is a 13-song compilation. The song titles from Ruby Tunes are in the book, Ruby the Foster Dog.
Nice.
Yep.
You talk about how you were rescued as much as Ruby was rescued. What does that mean to you?
Well, it means having a home, having a place where you feel safe. And a lot of dogs that are in shelters, there's 11 million dogs per year that are in these facilities that need to be rescued. That's a lot of dogs. So I thought, well, how can I share the story about foster care so that kids will understand about foster care?
Yeah.
How do we do that? Well, maybe I'd tell Ruby's story. Her story parallels what these kids are going through in a shelter, needing to be adopted and need to be loved unconditionally.
Yeah.
And Ruby's story is very, very much like theirs, but it's funny. She tells it in a very funny way.
She does have a humorous voice in this book. Yeah.
She's funny.
And you are Mr. James
I'm
in the
Mr.
book.
James in the book.
Yeah. And I think there's so many wonderful life lessons in this book too.
Absolutely. It's filled with history lessons, lessons about integrity versus reputation, because reputation is who people think you are.
Right.
Integrity is who you really are. It's lessons about love and forgiveness, about shining your light for others, because a real star shines their light for others to help them find their way. And that's what Ruby is doing in Ruby the Foster Dog. It's a perfect book for any child out there, anyone who acts like a child. It's a perfect book for any occasion. It's not just about foster care, if you will. It's an inspiring book for anyone who wants to be inspired, needs to be inspired. We need this book out there.
I think you're right, and
Absolutely.
It is out today.
Out today.
Thank you so much for being with us, Jimmy. It's
Thank
always
you very
great
much.
to see you. There are links on our website where you can get both Ruby the Foster Dog and Ruby Tunes. Don't miss Jimmy's performance on the Grand Ole Opry on November 21st. There's a book signing right after that.